Witam serdecznie na konferencji prasowej po półfinałowym spotkaniu Orlen Basket Ligi. Legia Warszawa wygrywa z Anwilem Wrocławek, wygrywa tym samym całą serię 3-0 i awansuje do finału. Razem z nami przedstawiciele Anwilu, Luke Nelson i trener pan Selçuk Ernak. Luke, for the first short comment after that game, please.
Well, it's not talk about this game without talking about the series as a whole. Obviously we have our frustrations with ourselves, but we have to give Legia credit, and they play hard every single game, the whole game. But yeah, disappointed in myself and in general, our team. I think everyone feels like we could have done better. We could have showed a better face. But I know we fought. I think that was clear. At no point did we give up, so I'm proud of that. But at the same time, we had a goal this year, which was to win a championship, and we fell short. So it's gonna hurt, it's gonna sting, but yeah.
Okej, dziękuję bardzo. Przegrywamy serię. Daliśmy z siebie wszystko. Osobiście jestem zawiedziony tą porażką, ale tak jak wcześniej powiedział Luke, są dumni z tego, że dali z siebie wszystko. Graliśmy o mistrzostwo. Niestety nie udało się. Taka jest koszykówka. Any questions? Okay.
Grzegorz Szymański, Basket Butcher. Look, in all the three games you were struggling as a team with a three-point shooting. What do you think? What's the reason of the poor percentage?
I think a part of it was we didn't penetrate very well as got from any position 1 through 5, which didn't free up our guys in the perimeter for shots. We didn't get many driving kicks, which I think was also credit to their defense, the way they packed the paint early. They crowded the elbows, which meant our guys couldn't get downhill with pace. Again, I think we missed some shots that we could have made too. So on a different day, if we make those shots, maybe it's a different series. But it's going to be kind of my general answer. It's going to be credit to Legia for the way they play defense, but also we could have done better. There's things that we could have adjusted to, and we didn't do in the end of the day. So credit to them, but also frustration with ourselves too. So, yeah.
Thank you.
More questions? I don't see so. Look, if you want to go back, you can.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you much. And now please, coach, short comment after that 6.
Yeah, to begin with, of course, huge congratulations to Legia, and I wish best of luck for them at the finals. They really deserved it. They play with more confidence, they play tougher than us, they play more physical than us, and whenever we wanted to answer back, they didn't take a step back. I hope that helps them also at the finals.
Okay, thank you. Przede wszystkim i to co najważniejsze, wielkie gratulacje dla warszawskiej Legii. Grali bardzo mocno, grali bardzo zdeterminowanie, grali bardzo fizycznie przez całą serię i wszystkiego co najlepsze w finałach. Any questions to coach?
Hello, coach. After the series, don't you regret playing so many switches in the defense? Because I guess in this first quarter also Mate Vucic had a smaller guy on his back, and Legia started very well.
Yes, but we had a problem with our defenses and foul numbers. So at one point you have to change something, and basically till this game we're one of the best switching teams, and we never struggled. But this series it was not like that. As you said, today the guards, game 2 the bigs created some problem. We played with bigger lineups, and against the inside mismatch, we made some adjustments, so we solved that problem. But the guys outside, their guards, hit a lot of shots when we had mismatch scenes, so that hurt on switching.
Okay, and second question, we are smarter now because it's after the series, but Dean Williams on the position number 3, as a small forward, I think it solved some problems with switching, for example.
In fact, Dean was the 4, Petrasek was the 3.
But 3 big guys on the court.
Yes.
Did this adjustment solve some problems with the switching? Don't you think that it came up too late for the series?
You go game by game. I mean, normally you lose one of the best point guards in the league, so you try to solve the problem with the guard, and you have an additional guard to use, which helped you in the same condition against Turun. So that was our decision. then it didn't work, so we needed another adjustment. In the playoffs, it's like that. As you said, the series is over. Now we can ask these questions. You didn't ask me this question after the second or first game.
Yeah. Thank you, coach.
You're welcome.
Chciałem zapytać trenera, czemu trener pozostawił w składzie niegotowego do gry w pełni Nelsona i dlaczego tak późno sięgnięto po wzmocnienie PJ Pipesem, który również się okazał niewypałem. I czy nie uważa trener, że te decyzje zadecydowały na tym, że nie brakuje Anwilu w finale?
Yeah, I can translate, Marek.
Please.
So the question was about, don't you regret leaving Luke Nelson on the roster during the season because he was hurt for many months? And the second question,
PJ Pipesem.
okay, and don't you regret adding PJ Pipes so late to the team?
No, I don't regret both moves. We had trust in Luke Nelson, and yes, he had problems with his health, but when he came back, the last injury, all the playoff long, he played with one arm. Coming from the Schlanz game that hit, he couldn't use his shooting arm. We didn't say he is injured, but after we lost also Camille, now we're talking about this. No, I don't regret none of these guys on the roster.
Hona Berezat, the basket coach, do you think that maybe you will agree with me that the main reason that we failed in semi-final is that the fact that your team present the weaker form than in the quarterfinals or in the season normally?
You mean physically weaker or what?
Both, mental and physically.
Yeah, you know, some guys have the experience and the physical power, and playoff is not for everybody. Some react well and produce numbers and good actions like they do in the regular season. Some guys can't do that. So that happens, of course. There are some names who couldn't adjust and help us on the playoffs. You're right. But we cannot say that for everybody.
Okay, one more question. Are you finding some explanation that we were so struggling on the defensive rebound actually?
In fact, one of the biggest problem is habits. What the players bring from their young ages as habits. Also, physical strength is a part of it. And some teams, you know, they attack you hard, but their positions you solve. But if there's a team, they attack you with all the positions on offensive board, then everybody needs to get involved. You cannot have like 3-4 people or 2-3 people getting involved with that hustle and some of these guys not participating. This is what happened. We don't have these habits. We try to correct it with matchups and with some kind of lineups. Of course, with a lot of video work, but every game we struggled a lot, and whenever they couldn't score, they find second chances outside and inside. That's a big help. And they had much better specifications than we had.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jan Opinski, Rzut za 3. Coach, there is a huge difference in offensive rebounds. I mean, Anwil had 23 offensive rebounds when Legia had only 9. And what was the problem to convert this difference on points?
Yeah, first of all, I think they have more than 9. These numbers doesn't look like correct. Second one, we have always been a good offensive rebounding team, but you know, most of the time you kick the ball also out to the open guy and you hit the shots. But this 3 games long, I mean, probably we people in this room could hit better shots. There can be different reasons for everybody. For some player, the reason of the low percentage can be different. For the other one, different. But it all happened, and if it happens all together, of course, with these numbers, I'm not talking about only the game 3, game 2, game 1. It was the same, terrible percentages. And that makes it, against this kind of high-quality team, really hard to win. And that during the game also, you miss, you hustle, you miss, you hustle, then you foul, then something bad happens, you miss one more time, and it pulls you down and down and down. You cannot play your chest out. And as I said, for everyone, there are different reasons for that.
Okay, no more questions, so coach, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Zaczynamy drugą część konferencji prasowej po półfinałowym spotkaniu Legia Warszawa Anwil Włocławek. Razem z nami przedstawiciele warszawskiej Legii, trener drużyny Pan Hejko Rannula i Maksymilian Wilczek. Max, zacznijmy od Ciebie. Krótki komentarz po meczu.
Bardzo się cieszymy ze zwycięstwa. Ważne zwycięstwo dla nas. Szybko skończyliśmy tą serię. Jesteśmy zadowoleni, ale wracamy do pracy. Trzeba się skupić już na kolejnych meczach, bo nadchodzą jeszcze ważniejsze. I cóż, na pewno bardzo emocjonujące spotkanie. Cieszymy się, że wygraliśmy.
Dzięki bardzo. Czy mamy pytania?
Grzesiek Szybioniecki, Basket Wilczek. Pytanie o takie Twoje nastawienie mentalne, bo tych minut nie było jakoś dużo, dzisiaj 8 minut, ale wchodzisz na boisko, 3 zbiórki w ataku, to pokazuje gigantyczne zaangażowanie i walkę. Powiedz, jak utrzymywałeś siebie w takim trybie bycia cały czas gotowym?
Czas playoffowy jest bardzo specyficznym czasem. Tak jak trener powiedział w szatni, nie wiadomo, w którym meczu kto zaskoczy. W tym meczu byłem to ja i Kif, bardzo się z tego powodu cieszymy. Czy jakieś coś specjalnego? Nie, ciężka praca każdego dnia, skupianie się na tych małych rzeczach, na tych małych pozytywach, które można wyciągać każdego dnia i po prostu trzeba być gotowym, bo w tej branży nigdy nie wiadomo, kiedy będzie ta Twoja szansa, żeby ją wziąć i wykorzystać.
Jan Opiński, rzut za 3. Max, jeśli chciałem Cię zapytać o Twoje odczucia dotyczące Twojej roli generalnie w drużynie tak, przez cały sezon i w play-offach, bo widać, że jesteś naprawdę świetnie przygotowany mentalnie i jak się z tym czujesz, czy to jest to, czego oczekiwałeś, być takim właśnie glue guyem i graczem, który tutaj spaja to wszystko?
Przychodząc do Legii miałem świadomość, że nie będę pierwszopiątkowym graczem, chłopem, po prostu graczem, który będzie grał po 30 minut, tylko raczej gdzieś będę tym zmiennikiem, gościem do pomocy. Byłem tego świadomy przychodząc tutaj. I bardzo się cieszę, że i tak jestem w stanie dać więcej niż było planowane przed rozpoczęciem sezonu. Aczkolwiek, tak jak już wspomniałem wcześniej, trzeba być gotowym na każdy dzień. Ciężka praca i tak naprawdę tyle mogę powiedzieć.
Dzięki bardzo. Pytanka dalej. Nie widzę. Max.
Ja bym jeszcze jedną chciał rzecz powiedzieć na koniec. Wszystkiego najlepszego dla Andrzeja, bo jutro ma urodziny, więc to zwycięstwo też jest dla niego. Dziękuję bardzo. Do widzenia.
Dziękuję bardzo. Coach Legia Warszawa, Hejko Rannula. Short comment after that series.
Yeah, I will keep it short. We are a special team. Like when I came here 2.5, 3 months ago, it was a bunch of individuals. Now really we are a team, and this is why we have this type of energy and confidence also on the court today. I think Max also said what he did when he came in, those offensive rebounds. Again, this gave us a lot, and then Gif also. When we had this tough part in second half, he just took over and really willed us to win. So special team. Like again, every guy has at least one game, I think, in these playoffs where really needed him and really a team. So I try to tell the guys also. That this is huge, and we are happy, we celebrate, but we think that on this type of how to say, on a run like we have to push really hard to the finals also. And the last thing I want to say to Anwil, I think first 2 games they were really good, and I really respect the team, respect the coach. I think they gave us tough 3 games. I just think that on this day right now we are a little bit better, and we have the confidence to really win games. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Chciałbym zacząć od tego, że uważam, iż mamy bardzo specjalny, bardzo wyjątkowy zespół. Kiedy przychodziłem tutaj 3 miesiące temu, mieliśmy bardzo dużo indywidualności, teraz tworzymy naprawdę prawdziwy zespół i tak jak powiedział Max, każdy daje od siebie dużo wtedy, kiedy trzeba. Tak jak on dzisiaj wszedł na parkiet i dał swoje pod koszem, zdobył swoje punkty. Każdy zawodnik był gotów do gry, do swojej roli. Gdy tylko tego potrzebowaliśmy, to bardzo ważne, bardzo duże. Cieszymy się oczywiście i celebrujemy to zwycięstwo, ale musimy być gotowi już teraz do tego, żeby, jak można to powiedzieć, kontynuować nasz run zmian i te dobre wyniki w kolejnych sesjach. I również kilka słów do Anwilu Włocławek. Byli bardzo, bardzo dobrzy, szczególnie w tych dwóch pierwszych meczach. To jest bardzo dobry zespół i bardzo, bardzo dobry trener, którego również szanuję. Seria kończy się 3-0, ale byli bardzo ciężcy. Byli bardzo ciężkimi rywalami. Thanks. Any questions?
Coach Grzegorz Szybielski, Basket Beachback. Coach, do you feel that this is the momentum of the Legia? Like this moment is the best team in the league and the best basketball that you can play?
Do you ask if I feel it or
you feel it?
If I feel it, okay. First of all, playoffs. It's about matchups also, and I think Anwil for us was maybe a little bit more comfortable matchup player-wise than maybe those real physical teams like Treffel. But in the end, if you want to win everything, you have to beat everybody, and because I think also this regular season game, what we won without Cameron, this gave us confidence also that we can really beat them. And I think the key part in the end is those away wins, this streak that we have. Like this really gives you this mentality and confidence that you can win every game, because in Poland there's not easy places to play outside. So I think this everything together, and we really have now become a group, like I said, like a team, and we trust each other, and there's no like one man or two man team. Although we have those players who have won us games in the last moment, still you can see that every game we can have different guys who can really step up.
So I guess the other semi-final is going on your mind. So because Lublin is leading, you said that Treff is not comfortable much.
No, it's let's say it's again talking about I haven't played against Lublin, so this is like my overall like understanding after regular season. In the end, playoffs are different, and I think we are a different team also than we were like a couple of weeks ago. So I just think that this first game against Anwil, this really made the difference.
Jan Opiński, Rzut za 3. Coach, how to stay mentally fresh after that kind of game, after advancing to the final?
This is the key part, I think, in playoffs. We talk a lot about tactics, what to change between games, between series, but I think this energy and physical part to stay fresh, this is even more important. And today you could see that we had a little bit more energy than the opposition, and if home court, this atmosphere is like this will give you wings. So this is what I really focus on, that players are fresh and ready. And like I said, I think those harder practices a couple months ago, what we did, these are really helping us also.
Hello coach, I'm Radio 357. Anwil started the second half of strong with a little run. What was the key, in your opinion, to keeping them at bay in the second period?
First of all, this is always a tough part. If you start, let's say, second half plus 15, and other team has nothing to lose, so they will take risks. In defense, gamble a little bit. Offensively, same thing. They have nothing to lose. They are trying to attack fast. And offensively, you are trying. It doesn't matter what coach said. You still are trying a little bit, to play safe. And this is what usually happens. But this is usually where also you need this discipline inside the team, that we know what we are doing in tough situations. And like I said, you need also special players like Keith today, that just on those crucial moments, give this one push, and then again it's easier for other guys also.
Thank you. Okay, no more questions, so
thank you.
That's it. Thank you.